What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to Veve Vibes. And today we have I don't even know what to call this. Part of me wants to call this the vibe report, or possibly the vibe check every morning. Maybe not every morning, but most mornings, let's say. Probably most likely drop days. I will be covering the Ecomi.wiki marketplace, see what things have moved. As you guys can already tell on this first page, we have quite a few things that have moved already. So we'll go ahead and jump into it. I forgot to mention today is February 8th, Tuesday at 7:15 a.m. Pacific time. So we'll go ahead and jump into this. We'll look at the top gainers first. Again, right now the market is still pulling back. There are a handful of NFTs that have gone up pretty significantly. As you can see here, the Day of the Dead Mother has actually gone up 145 gems right now, which is pretty surprising considering I don't know. I do think there is some value in some of the stamps, but long term I could see it, but like short to mid term, I just do not see a lot of value in the stamps right now. I just don't think we have the right people on the app just yet. And I could have sworn I heard that sometimes these stamps are not technically stamps, they're just like stamp like posters or reprints. I'm trying to remember like the actual terminology or where I heard that from, but not exactly 100% sure. But we'll go ahead and look at the rest of one. The Hunter is up quite a bit. It does seem like maybe some of the Immutable X stuff is going up. I've seen like the Hunter, I'm seeing the Rewind collective logo that are doing some things. I mean, it's gone up, but like, oof, its all-time high was 1,500. Now it's barely getting back up to 1K. Listings are pretty much at an all-time high as well. Rewind logo is up 17%. Ghostbusters logos, these ones are these ones are still confusing me. I assume like once these go up, people immediately start taking profit. At least that seems to be the case. I can't believe this thing actually topped out at 6,500. But again, that's just a listing, right? It's not a confirmed sale until someone else undercuts. So don't want to focus too much on that one. That one just seems ridiculously overpriced, in my opinion. Now this one, Superman. My friend over at My Collectibles actually made a video probably 12 hours ago of the making of this video, maybe a little bit longer, saying that he bought his Superman at about like 5.2, 5.3, somewhere around there. And it's shot up to 6K. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Superman for, I would say, at least a week and a half. Do I think he'll go back up and fly back up to 8K? I do think so. I do think there'll be a lot of resistance along the way, though. There'll be quite a few people trying to take profits where they can, because again, there's a lot of people down here all the way back in June that have bought Superman for under 2K, probably more than happy to take profit, or even people that bought it at 4.8, people that will take profit. But I do think Superman will take off given enough time, and I do think he'll do very, very well. So good call on that. My Collectibles, Superman did take off a full 1,000 gems or so since the making of your video, so maybe there is something to it. Backside, Smork and Labbit, that one is up 15.5%, so it does seem like there's some movement with the Labbits. I'm not going to really cover his Infernal Majesty, just going to skip through that. Jason Fabuk, this is one I've been recommending. I've been recommending this since it was like 500 gems, but this thing like really bottomed out at about 380 as well. I might actually, at some point towards the end of this, actually just pull up all of the Batmans, just to kind of see where all the Black and White series Batmans are at. In the meantime, biggest losers, it's funny because we just saw the Day of the Dead Mother go up quite a bit, and now we're actually seeing Day of the Dead Father going down 15%. It actually went down 30 gems, so it seems like there's some heavy undercutting going on here. Maybe if Day of the Dead Mother stamp keeps going up, I could see this spill over to the other stamps too, so that could be a potential move as well. Saffin's Masks, no surprise. Not a huge fan of the 007 NFTs. Steve Pugh Harley Quinn, that Harley Quinn is just in a league of its own, so I kind of, when it goes up or down, I don't really think too much of it, just because the prices are just so high right now for the Steve Pugh. And again, I think it's, yeesh, yeah, that's actually fallen off quite a bit. So more stamps. So stamps are actually down right now, so it's kind of interesting. I know people are selling that off in case of a drop. I really doubt it's just for the comic drop, right? I mean, if anything, as stamps get cheaper, it's just going to get cheaper to collect those for the Master Collector program, right? So again, Batman 89. People have been asking me about this for the last week or so. I still think it can go lower. People were telling me, hey, is now a time to goodbye? People were asking me at like 350, 300, 280. Is it a good time to buy? I was like, I don't think so. This thing was so artificially pumped. Most of the Black and White series Batmans, aside from, this Batman, none of them had any more than like 7,500 mints, I think. And this one has this one has basically 17,000 mints. And I'm like, this thing should have never gone above 300, in my opinion. Probably even like 250, just with the sheer amount of mints it has. and people have been buying it for under 100 gems for a very long time. So I've been telling people, even last stream and in the stream before, like I think this thing could get to low 200s before it starts to actually start getting some support, because that's the level where we start seeing Darwin Cook, number 71 Batman, as well as some of the other Batmans on the lower end. And I do think that's where Batman 89 belongs, is somewhere on the lower end of the black and white series, just because the sheer amount of mints it has. It is probably one of my favorite NFTs, so I'm not like dumping on it or anything like that. It's actually one of my favorite looking NFTs, and I need to buy one again because I did buy a couple back when it was sub 100. But yeah, so moving on, Pluto is down 161. I will admit I did sell some of my lenticular cards probably two or three days ago when they were around here-ish or so. So I think I did get rid of my Pluto at about like 1.2k. Maybe a little bit lower. I think like not 1.2, like low 1.3, high 1.2. I just saw the whole market moving that way, so I just decided to sell. I could always rebuy Pluto and keep the profit, or wait for whatever next big announcement's coming. Blossom is down 33%. Dragon Girl is down 12%. Zombie Hunter Spider-Man Ultra Rare is down 12%, so it's actually at 960 now. So the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man is always, the Ultra Rare at least, has been plus or minus 100 gems, around 1,000. It's gone down to 900 all the way up to 1,100, and it's just been kind of fluctuating between those two for quite some time. The ultra rare Alligator Loki, wow, 200 gems, and I thought Sue Storm ultra rare, I think that was at like 300. I thought that was inexpensive, but geez, Alligator Loki ultra rare is now down to 200 gems. Seeker is down to 1,500 gems, 1,550. That is pretty crazy. I could have sworn this thing topped out at like 2.8 at one point. That just shows you how aggressive this gem squeeze is being. Yeah, this thing topped out at 3,100 at one point. So FA Supergirl is actually going down. This is so surprising. Like, I still don't think the new Supergirl is going to overtake the FA version, but it seems so strange that this thing is actually going down further since the announcement of the cover girls. I doubt people are selling their FAs to buy the new Supergirls, but who knows? I mean, compared to the other one, she definitely seems to have a nice personality, let's say, over the other Supergirl. There's at least that to be said. Secret Rare Captain America is down 500. So that's kind of interesting as well. Cora, Harley Quinn. Yeah, so we got some interesting ones that are going down. So some of the other cover girls are just going down in general. Some of the season 1 stuff, which is interesting. Actually, it's series 1. We'll go ahead and pull up comics really quick. I got a ton of questions on my last stream about comics. And again, if you guys know me, I'm not a big comic guy, but sorry, I got a little distracted there. I'm not a big comic guy, but I got a lot of questions, which is kind of nice because it kind of opened me up to actually to do it, right? Forced me to spread my wings and understand it. So I'm going to take a quick sip of coffee. That is still very hot. So I might have to hold off on that until after the video. Hitmonkey number 1, Secret Rare. Wow, that is up 2,400. So I don't know if someone actually bought one, or again, someone just delisted their Hitmonkey that was at 1,400, and the next highest one just happened to be 7k. So it's really hard to tell that. Tales of Suspense, that one's actually gone up a whole 8.5 gems. Ultra Rare Amazing Spider-Man 252. That one's up to 20k now. Again, that's, who knows if that's a sale or just a possible delisting. New Mutants Secret Rare, people have been saying for a very long time, literally since this drop, that this has been slept on. Maybe not the Secret Rare version, or probably just the entire, all the versions of the New Mutants 98. But a lot of people are saying this is being slept on. That is probably one of the comics I will probably do a pretty soft stack of. You know, I'm not going to get 10 or 15 of them, but maybe I'll get 3, 4, maybe 5 of the commons, because they do seem fairly priced. Marvel Comics number 1 has actually gone up a whole 220 gems from 1k. Ultimate Fallout, I believe that's the Miles Morales version, so that one is up as well. So it's kind of no surprise, right? Marvel Comics, the New Mutants, the Tales of Suspense, the Miles Morales. I do think some people are speculating that Miles Morales could get a drop this month. So maybe stocking up on some of the commons now while you can, and when Miles Morales gets announced, the comment could go up. And you guys can see a nice little profit margin there. Fantastic Four 12, uncommon, up 11%. Uncanny X-Men number 4, it's actually up 8 gems. So we're seeing it quite, and I kind of like the spread too of, we have secret rares, we got rares, we got other stuff. Other times when I tend to check Ecomi.wiki, it's just full of secret rares. And again, we're not even sure, especially those secret rares that are like north of, you know, 4 figures. So ones that are 4 figures or higher. Sometimes it's hard to tell if that's an actual sale or just a potential delisting. Now for the biggest losers, for the comics, Ultra Rare, Fantastic Four, I don't know the rest of those numbers. Daredevil number 1, actually, wow. I thought that was one of the higher end, like one of the higher tier comics. That the rare is actually down 23 gems, so it's down to 165. Maybe people are just obviously trying to sell for profit, or if they're just trying to cash out for gems. Again, it's a great comic, but then again, if you look at some of the other rares on the platform, I mean, you can get 3 rares if you're trying to stack Master Collector points instead of just trying to get some of the more higher end NFTs. So this one, Fantastic Four number 1 is down. Same thing with Daredevil number 1. Iron Fist number 14 is down 11%. Amazing Spider-Man number 3. This is the first appearance of Dr. Octopus. The secret rare is down 241, so it's only at 2K right now. Avengers number 8. So a lot of secret rares are down, so people are just selling off right now. Journey into Mystery number 85. Darkhawk number 1. Avengers number 8. Again, Amazing Spider-Man. Those are all down right now, so it seems like a lot of people are selling off the secret rares. I don't know, just to consolidate, maybe just to take profit. Again, if we look at something like Darkhawk, if we pull it up, I'm just kind of just looking at the raw numbers here. Quite a few people bought above here, but there is a lot of people that have bought Darkhawk for below 400. And I think even at the 460 mark, people are more than happy to just take profit, maybe take a tiny profit margin, accept the fact that they got Master Collector points since then. I've had to do that a few times where, you know, you just take even over the course of a month or two, you wish you got more profit, but just the way timing does or the way drops are, hey, I'm just going to take the profit while I can, or even just break even. You know, just accept the fact that you broke even. It's a learning lesson, and at least you got some Master Collector points in the meantime, right? Really quick, I just want to pull up the Batmans, because I'm seeing Jason Fabok go up, so I'm curious to see if any other NFTs went up. Wow, Becky Cloonan, sub 2,000 right now. Darwin Cook, sub 200 right now. Becky Cloonan had an all-time high of, what, 3,700 basically, so right now Becky's almost half price. Darwin Cook, this one I never thought would actually go below 200, but it did. Robin's below 200 right now. As much as I do think these are decent buying opportunities, I will say when the market does rebound and it does correct, I do see the DC, just the black and white series, doing well, but there's going to be a lot of resistance. People are going to be using these black and white series Batmans for a lot of flipping. At least I know I am, between Joker and Batman. Maybe not so much Robin, but I know just in general, same thing with Superman, right? Just the 2.5% fee is so inexpensive. As things are getting sold off, people are going to be taking profits. So could Darwin Cook get back up to 360? I think so, but it's just going to have a really hard road on the way back up. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm not sure what to call this morning thing. I don't know if I want to call it the vibe check or like the vibe report, something like that. But I do want to do these a bit more frequently. I don't know if I could do them every day, but again, I would like to do them at least occasionally on drop day, so you guys have something to look at on the market while you guys are waiting for the market to open back up or for the drop and stuff in the meantime. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys take care, and I'll catch you on the flip side.